Dang it, I thought I had added myself to the stage and I didn't, but here I am. So I was a little bit short. Anyway, I hope everyone has had a nice Monday. Today has been President's Day. I made a post about that earlier on my community tab. And honestly, it's just really turned into like, hey, let's have another sale. I mean, but everything these days is pretty much commercialized. I don't know about you guys, but I typically don't buy into that sort of stuff. Now, have I gotten things on like today I was actually just looking for a tech piece. And I'm like, okay, if it's a good price, I might get it, but I don't go wild. And I don't do anything about Valentine's Day. My husband works anyway. I think I told you that, if I were to go out to eat on Valentine's, which my husband being in industry, he's like, this is for people who don't regularly go out because I don't know what they're doing. He says it's amateur night. And so I always think that's a bit comical. Um, I go to IHOP, International House of Pancakes, or like a diner, something very casual that nobody else is at. To me, I would get great service. I wouldn't have to worry about standing in lines and lots of people because I just don't like all of that. I don't want to have to go to like, oh, look, the popular place. I don't care about the popular place. There's this I guess it's just a brunch or breakfast place called Snooze that's had great reviews. Have I ever been to it? No. Do I have a desire to go to it? Nope. There's this other place that was opened up by Bun B, Trill Burgers. It always has this enormous line when we've driven by it. Do I want to go to it? Nope, no desire. So will I? Nope, no desire. I'm not going to go there. But has it gotten a lot of press? Yes. Do I think the burgers are all that, worth $20 and you don't even get a drink or fries? No. Based on what? Based on what I've heard other people say. So there's that. There's my kind of little opening rambling about stuff that's, I don't know if it's on my mind, but just stuff that I've said, just stuff that I think about. I guess it's that commercialism thing about President's Day because it's like, do people actually celebrate what President's Day originally was? And I'd have to look up and be like, well, was there some sort of celebration that we actually did back in the day? I don't honestly know. And I didn't look it up. So I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person because I didn't look that up. I'm kidding. I'm not. I mean, probably nobody else did either. Hello there, Albs. How are you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. Good to see you. And Curious Artist, I'm so glad you made it. Nice to see you. Hello, Robert. How are you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. And hello, Sam. And oh no, I see prayers for Nev. Oh no, I'm worried. Hey, Joe. And Canada's Family Day, that would be better. Oh my gosh, oh, I'm so sorry, sweetheart, that you're paralyzed in bed today. And you're right, chronic pain gang. We understand. We definitely get that. Hey, Auntie, how are you, my love? Haven't seen you in a while. It's so nice to see you here. Okay, I know this is not the normal time that I come on, but sometimes you gotta do things when, it's not your comfort level. Hey, Monhan, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. But, so I'm doing a time that I mean, I'm actually kind of pretty tired. So that's usually why I go on earlier. It's like I have a little bit more energy, but there was something else going on earlier, so I couldn't. And I really didn't want to put this off, so I didn't. How's that? I didn't. So this is something that has been in the works, and I will just have to say shout out To all of you wonderful people that make things happen for me, because if it wasn't for you, I certainly could not do all of this on my own. It's just, I just couldn't. People provide information, people who put things together for me. I mean, I really appreciate you more than you will ever know. It means the absolute world to me. And what I'm going to be introducing you to tonight, oh, thank you, Sam, is a tool that's been created that calculates founder income. And I think this is pretty awesome. And what it is based on right now is because we know there's only one product for sale, even though, I mean, can you buy it right now? It's like, sometimes I feel like you can, some days I feel like you can't. And then it's like, well, you can use crypto. Oh, I don't know if I can use crypto. Oh, well, maybe can you use cards today? I don't know. Can you use cards? I mean, it's just like, it's always just a big old mess of like, what is going on? I don't know. Do you know what's going on? I mean, it just seems like that, And I mean, would you trust a business like that? Would you want to go into business with someone who, like, you were confused all the time? And something that I shared today as I was going, let me see, I shared it in a group, I think. Let me look, because I'll find it pretty quick, I think. I was going through the newsletters that I get, and I don't always get through all things, and I didn't today, but I came across something, and where is it? There it is. Yeah, okay. And I thought it was really funny because this was in reference to, I think it's called The Information, and they changed their website. And this was posted a while back. Now, I don't see all of it because I'm just like seeing the stuff that's free, because actually to subscribe for a year, I think it's rather costly. So if I can see kind of like the headlines and stuff, I'm like, okay, I'm good. Anyway, it says, are other subscribers finding it challenging to quickly navigate to the time-worthy articles here? I am. In the previous website design, it was quick to navigate to the deeply sourced articles. These articles are why I subscribe. The generic, less sourced articles were separated. I could generally ignore those if time crunched. And then it goes on about, the new format. And it made me think about a particular company who changes their website every week, and how confusing that may be when somebody is, might be looking at something and they just kind of know where to go, and then all of a sudden it's changed, and bam, you don't know where to go. Because I know when there has been, like, even our intranet, when things has transitioned to a new look and feel, do you know where to go right away? Nope, you don't. You got to get reacquainted. So imagine every week you're getting reacquainted. I mean, doesn't that seem like it'd be painful? I know we've discussed this before. I'm just bringing it up again because I had happened to come across that comment, and I thought it was very apropos, very apropos to see that. Welcome. I'm probably not going to say your name correctly, so I apologize in advance. Hassan, Hasan, and Bhai. I'm so very sorry if I mispronounced it. But welcome. Nice of you to join. I appreciate it. Did I miss it? Oh, Salami, how are you doing, sweetie? I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. Did I miss anybody else? Because if I did, I'm sorry. I do try to keep up with things, but I was like bouncing around looking at stuff. So I apologize in advance. So anyway, this tool that I'm going to share with you that anybody can use, it's absolutely free. When and if there are other tools that are added, they will be added to this. It will always be free. And I guess without further ado, I should probably share it. And you will be able to access this. All you have to do, and I think I made a banner of something where I can show it. Alonda, can you show it? No, just click show. There you go. So you can reach this at hunbot.net. It is the ONPASSIVE Founder Income Calculator. And I am going to share with you how to use it. And I'm going to remove this. I'll put this back up there again, and I will put it in the video description. I totally forgot to do that when I was writing that up very quickly, so I apologize in advance for that. I mean, I am human, so I don't do things perfectly. And if you do, well, good on you. That's just not me. I'm going to remove myself from the screen, so hopefully you will be able to, like hear me and everything. Hey, Jelly Snack, how are you, sweetheart? Glad to see you. And I don't know if I'm going to say your name correctly. If I not, and if I mispronounced it, I apologize. I try to say the names correctly, and I often fall short. So again, I apologize in advance. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay. And have I been removed and everything? Okay, you should be able to see this. You just don't have good, you don't have goods will be successful in posting things. No, I have no goods that are going to be posted. I mean, I think I have merch somewhere. I don't think I've even attached that to this channel. I really don't know. Oh, thank you, Curious Artist, for saying that it's brilliant. Yes, somebody very talented created this, and we've been in ongoing discussions of like what to add, what to, like other things to include, not just this, on my website, but other types of tools and everything. So let me go ahead and like read through it with you. And what I'm going to do is play with it and play with it with you, because you guys can go there and, plug in different numbers and stuff. But I'm just going to show other people who may not know or be kind of unsure about what to do. I'm just going to, share with you all of that. So, and I'm going to read everything, and goodness sakes, I'm going to need to have my HEB blood orange water, because I love that. Alrighty. This tool allows ONPASSIVE founders to calculate their real income potential selling ONPASSIVE products. Use this tool to see exactly how much income you can generate as an ONPASSIVE founder. This tool is based on facts and not unsupported claims of abundant wealth perpetuated by ONPASSIVE leadership. While Ash Mufareh ONPASSIVE Leadership Council members like Marty Dawn DeGarmo, Mike Ellis, Red Redfern, Michael Williams, automatic internet millionaire, Andy Burks, and many others have claimed, they believe every founder will be a millionaire. This is not a realistic opportunity for the majority of founders. So this is what you do is to get started. I am going to change this. I actually was playing with this and showing my husband didn't know what to put in, so I ended up just doing it for him. So I'm going to change, and I am going to choose India. And I'm just totally making this up right now, and I'm going to say that I have 2,000 people in my downline. However, out of those 2,000 people, only 10 have activated. So they've paid to activate OConnect. And so each month, how many new paying customers do I expect? Well, I'm going to be optimistic and say 100. And just so you know, this is the expected churn rate, and this is based on Zoom's most recent monthly churn rate, which was 3.0. And this, Average, and it says here, the average churn rate for our SaaS subscriptions model, which is the ONPASSIVE model, is 5.4. And then it went to Zoom's most recently churn rate. If I could just read in order, but apparently I refuse to do that. And the churn rate is the percentage of customers that you expect to cancel their paid subscription every month. And I know there are people who believe like, well, no one will ever cancel ONPASSIVE. But I also want you to think of, if you do have subscriptions, whether it's to different apps you might use, or if it's, I mean, what comes to my mind is various streaming services, because I know, at least in the US, people have a bazillion different streaming services. I mean, and I'm guilty because I got AMC Plus because I'm a Walking Dead fan. And I'm like so super excited about The Ones Who Live coming on. You know, I mean, I had to have me some AMC Plus. So yeah, I did that. And I got MGM Plus because I love the show From, and I want season 3 to be out so super bad, but I'm digressing from explaining this to you. So that's what I plugged in, all of this stuff. Okay. And we know that in US dollars, the monthly subscription is $125. And we know also that if I've already received, and I would have, like, because I have 10 people who activated. So I know I already got my 100%. And after that, I get 25%. So I'm getting $25 for every time somebody activates at that point. So I'm going to calculate my real earnings. But bam! And this is what it tells me. It tells me, it summarizes all of those things for me. And it translates for me one okoin, which is 1 USD, is what, you know, they've determined, and what that equals in terms of the Indian rupee. And there you go. And you even, it's even updated. It tells you like when that occurred, when you did that, got that information. Now, if I can just bring this down. So it's giving you all this information, and this is all based on what you put into it. It will take 2 years, 9 months for you to earn 1 million okoin, and it puts the amount in Indian rupees in commissions. You will earn a total of 2 million okoin Indian rupees, and it gives you the number of commissions in 4 years, 5 months, and a total of 5 million of commissions in 9 years, 1 month. But after 7 years, 9 months, you'll stop gaining net customers and your income will remain flat. Each month after, you will be adding the same number of paying customers as you will lose due to churn. The number of active customers from which you earn commissions will remain flat after that period, and your monthly income will remain the same from that point forward. In order to continue growing your monthly if I can talk, commissions after that point, you would need to recruit more customers every month and prevent more customers from stopping their subscriptions, or both things simultaneously, you know, working on both of those things. Then it tells you during the first 10 years, your total commission would be a little, you know, like 5.5 million okoins. And again, it gives you the amount in Indian rupees. An annual average of, I'm just going to kind of round this into like 500,000 rupees. Is that, no, I'm sorry, that's 500,000 okoins. And Indian rupees, you know, it's like, I'm just going to say roughly 50,000. You know, I'm not going to read out the numbers. That's why I'm saying the numbers in this way, just so you know. Over those 10 years, you will have recruited 12,010 customers. And Ash and ONPASSIVE will have made over, well, close to $17 million, or Indian rupees, about $1.5 million based off of your efforts and your efforts alone. During the first 20 years, I'm just going to go straight over here in terms of what Ash and ONPASSIVE will have made off of you in the 20 years would be about $36.5 million off your efforts, or in Indian rupees, about 3 million. During the first 50 years, you can see where this goes. So that gives you just kind of like a nice little summary there. But we get into these nice like little graphs, which I love how this is broken down, and you can mouse over it and just see where it's going. I just love that. But what I also like is every time you see one of these buttons, you click it and bam, you get more information. It gives you the definitions of everything. See how everything is easily laid out? And you can come back to it, read it again, plug in the exact same numbers you did, or plug in new numbers, and you can still read what this is. Unlike things for the company where you just have to, I guess, apparently try to memorize things and be sure that you're able to access the back office and remember, like, okay, which summary was that in? I don't know, but I guess I better reread all of them. And when you click that, you get the monthly commission and revenue, which I think is pretty cool. And so we'll look at the definitions. The commission is the okoins, the total amount of commission earned in that specific month in okoin. Earnings, the pre-tax and pre-liability earnings for a specific month in okoin. Earnings is calculated by subtracting the monthly out-of-pocket subscription payment from your total commission earned. Commission, the value of commission converted to Indian rupee at the current conversion rate. Earnings, the value of earnings converted to Indian rupee at the current conversion rate. Note, the monthly out-of-pocket subscription is the okoin value and the selected currency value of any okoin paid either from your ONPASSIVE funding wallet or your ONPASSIVE credit wallet towards OConnect. Regardless of fiat currency, cryptocurrency, or okoin being used to renew your subscription, it is equivalent to real money you are spending to maintain your subscription. The US dollar equivalent is going directly to ONPASSIVE and is one of your required monthly expenses that reduces your profits. So here we have year one. Hang on, let me move this down like that. There we go. And so it just kind of goes over this, and you can see, the commissions versus like in the earnings for year one, and you can see it like for year two. And I don't remember how many years this goes through. I think it's 10 years it goes through. Is it 10 years? Am I right? Yes. And I really like this graph because you can see visually what you get versus what ONPASSIVE gets. And again, this is from one person, and I kind of was all over the place with the amounts that I put in. Get a sip. And here's your cumulative commission and earnings. And remember, we are subtracting out of here what it is that you paid for your subscription. So your cumulative earnings will always be a little bit less because you're taking out that subscription. So I'm going to show the yearly and monthly breakdown tables in the cumulative commission and earnings. I hope I explained that correctly. You can come here and read through each of these too, or I can read them to you. If you have a preference, you can just drop it in the chat. I'm going to go over there and check on you guys because I only have one screen because I'm sitting in bed on my heating pad because it feels so good on my back. I am sipping on blood orange sparkling water from HEB. I don't know if somebody else said that. Oh, spiced rum. Oh, it must have been Joe, huh? Oh, yeah. Or curious, or somebody else is talking about what they're drinking. Okay, I thought you were asking me. Never mind. Well, Albs, founders are going to need to plug in different numbers. They're going to need to plug in like what they actually have, what they think they're going to have, so that they can always see like where is this heading for them to help them visualize this and come to terms with it a little bit more than maybe where they are right now. You've got Coke Zero. All right. Those look like some LC level numbers. Yeah, I would say probably so. That's why, I wanted to put in a high number because I think that would, I'm just imagining some LCs could have, a large number of people underneath them. Yeah, and it just doesn't look good after a while, Think it's going to be fabulous. And now we're going to show the yearly and monthly breakdown tables, the customer life cycle. And see, showing the churn rate, because again, with all of these, there's always churn. Always churn. I mean, I'm sure those 20 mathematicians that Ash hired could tell you about churn. I'm sure Michael Williams could too. Maybe Andy Burks. They're all real good with numbers, right? So that they could probably verify all of this. They would know how to calculate it all. I'm 10,000% they could absolutely do that. If this looks off to you. Okay, this is, I think, important because this was put in here for Bangladesh, India, and PNG. I believe it was only those three. If you're in another country, you're going to have to figure out, what it is in terms of how you calculate taxes, how you pay taxes, anything about tax situation as an independent contractor. I mean, I don't know if you establish an LLC, but I wouldn't think you would really need to because you are an independent contractor, which in the US, that'd be the equivalent of getting a miscellaneous 1099 sent to you, which I've received many of those doing, contract work as an instructional designer over the years. There's other reasons why you could get a 1099, but just giving you some examples there. And if you are in the US, you should be expecting that if you did receive any income last year from ONPASSIVE, I'm hoping that you already have your 1099 so you can include that in your taxes because that's going to be important for you to do. This is earned income to be reported. Okay. So there you go. Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. So this ends up like, when you start looking at it, when you're in India, it starts looking worse over time because I guess the more you make, the more you kind of lose, sort of a thing, or then, you end up with not as much as you thought you were going to have because you were told that you would be a millionaire, and it's just, it gets a little bit, like I said, scary. Okay, you're going up here, but then is that not the one that I thought it was? Oh yeah, okay. So where is it? Okay, yeah. So you start in here is where I'm thinking of when it starts going flat when you get to this number. But again, I did put in a large number to begin with, but it is the net profit ratio. This is what you end up keeping. And what you are earning is 25%. So you're getting that $25. I have to just do it in, the US. The $25, you're getting to keep 43.1%. That's it. You don't even get 50% of that fraction that you, quote, earned. I find that interesting. I find that very interesting how that works. And that's some serious apples. Well, let's look at something that might be a more realistic type number for, maybe this was a founder who didn't have a lot of people. Maybe they had a few people. Maybe they have some friends and family who, helped them out. Maybe some neighbors, that kind of thing. So we're going to do this again. And this time, for the heck of it, I think I will just do the US. Okay, I click change my assumptions. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to change this to the US. And I'm going to say that I have 15 who have paid to activate. And let's see how many new people each month. I'm going to say and in my downline, I'm going to put 15 over here too. Okay, we don't have 2,000. See, notice it doesn't matter where I'm going, and I'm a little bit, I'm not that optimistic. I'm a little bit I'm not so sure about all that. So this is what I'm putting in. I have a total of 15. Yay me. I got some people in. And the great thing is they all activated. And that, I got that 125 from them. I got paid in September because they all activated. So yay me. Somebody do the math on that because I'm not doing the math. But now, it's been a while since then, and I'm kind of going, I'm not I'm excited, but I'm not so sure about this because I know that I'm just not feeling confident that I will be getting new customers. I don't know about this whole, we're supposed to get people underneath us. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to find other people. So I'm just going to say, you know what? I think I can find at least one per week with the company's help and with me talking to people. I think that's realistic. Okay. So let's go. So let's calculate the real earnings here. All right. Let's see, where are we in this? So, oh my gosh, it will take 36 years and 10 months to earn 1,000,000 okoins. Wow. And I'll earn 2,000,000 okoins of commissions in 72 years and 11 months after 100 years. Oh my gosh, after 100 years, I haven't even made 3,000,000 okoins. Holy crap. I mean, I thought it was gonna be like a, big time millionaire. Wow. Okay. Let me just look at this. Okay, during the first 10 years, your total commission, well, okay, total commission is that. An average monthly, okay, you know what? I can that's not bad, but that's not considering taxes or anything. And then off of my effort, I see how much on passive will make off of my efforts. Okay. Wow, it kind of seems like, with all this effort I'm making, that maybe I should be getting paid more than 25%. I mean, is that just me, or is anybody else thinking something like that? Because, I mean, I thought I was told that 25% was so generous, but when I start looking at this, and math starts mathing, it just kind of doesn't seem as generous as it once did. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just negative, you know? Maybe that's me because, this math seems to be mathing over here. But then again, maybe I just don't know how to read numbers. Maybe if these other people put pen to paper, they're going to come out with something else. They can show us their formulas of how they figured it out. Maybe that's it. Maybe we just need to be schooled. Wow. Oh, wow. So it shows me what my first month commission was. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I had to take out that I bought. So my first month was 562.50. That is still not bad. And every month, I remember I'm taking that out. And think of it, there are people that have multiple accounts, right? I'm wondering how many, well, how many of them are going to pay for O Connect in every single account every single month? Or are they going to kind of like rotate through that to be able to get out money? All of that seems a little bit odd. Okay. Sorry if I raced through that. Didn't mean to make your eyes pop out or anything like that. Then we go into the cumulative earnings again, showing the yearly and monthly. And you can look and see how this is going. All the way up through your 10. And you can plug in as many different numbers as you want to in here. Access it as often as you want, putting in different numbers. If other people don't want to use it, you can always put in numbers for them and let them know what you got as a result of it. So you always have the churn. Okay, so yeah, you're gaining 4, but you're also losing 4. So it just starts becoming this steady thing. So you're always chasing your tail. And maybe Who knows? Maybe every now and then you get one more than you thought you would. Well, then you could also get less than you thought you would. You could get like 0 for a number of months. It just all depends. You just never know what you'll get each month. It's not a guarantee, is what I'm trying to say. Is none of it is a guarantee each month of what you'll make, if you'll make. You know what I mean? Um, let's see. Why would the active people stay the same? I'm not sure if I'm understanding your question, Scam Chan, and maybe I came in late. And are y'all having a good discussion about all of this? Okay, let me see what you guys have been saying. Oh my gosh, Magical Nev on Passive plus Rick and Morty crossover. Hungry for apples. That's cute. Oh, what a cute little bear. I just saw somebody who had a bear and their username was bear something too, and now I can't find it. Oh, there it is, Bear Creek. Oh, that is so cute. Are you from the Houston area? Just wondering because we have an area that is called Bear Creek. It's a good thing all of the founders are Monhun. Wow. I bet cheeky. That's a good thing. All of the founders are young. I mean, yeah, yeah. And oh no, I'm 7 minutes behind, but Mike Ellis math does not account for churn. Yeah, that's the thing is that I don't think they have ever discussed churn, and that is a natural thing that happens. And churn rate has never been mentioned. They always act as if everybody will always continue for the rest of their lives and beyond that they will stay with OnPassive and this like whatever product or products that they have forever. And I mean, do you think that's realistic? Because according to data that is collected and what this is based off of, is that's not realistic to think that. Oh. Scam Chan, you are right that this did not account for people wanting to pay for bogus products. we just took that and chunked it right on out the window. And yeah, that's kind of the thing. That's kind of what they lead you to believe because they believe millions of people are joining all the time. And so to them, it's kind of like the concept of churn doesn't exist. Alb said, plus this is like over 10 years at the current rate OnPassive could release 6 or maybe 7 more products in that time. And again, this will be able to take into account more products that are added. And whatever they cost, all of that, it will be incorporated. If there's more products, then that will, calculate. Oh gosh, Marty's gonna get some more grandkids? Oh my gosh. Slow down the optimism. And I'm not gonna say your name correctly, and I pulled it back for him a bit. Mon Himaneth Kumar, and I'm so sorry, I totally butchered that. I'm so sorry. I know I did not say it correctly, and I am terrible with pronouncing these names. I'm so sorry. I'm not familiar with how to say that. Julie, I'm not sure if I said hi to you earlier, so if I didn't, hello. Thanks for joining. We call be millionaires by by doing nothing. Hey. Oh, wow, Joe, you have a Bear Creek too? Hey there, Next Level. Thank you for joining. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yo Yogesh, I think I said that correctly. Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining. And right, Magical, even the best cults have people leave. Yep, they do. I mean, I forget in Guyana how many actually were able to leave before that tragedy happened. I mean, it wasn't many, but like, and that was, granted, they were then shot down. Okay, I just digress. But if you're not familiar with the Jim Jones saga, then you can go and watch videos about it. You can read about it, and I'm not going down that rabbit hole. But it's a tragedy. Um, how many of the 800,000 have paid 143? We don't know. Well, then, as far as the fair price. Hello. Okay, Sanju, I hope I said your name correctly. Hello and welcome. I hope you have had a good day or good morning, whatever time it is for you. CD, there will only be movement if it does move towards trial. Currently, it's in mediation. And if mediation is not reached, then it will move towards trial. And that will be, I may have the date wrong. It's sometime in May. I want to say it's mid-May. Yes, there is a link to the calculator. It is hunbot.net. Hunbot.net. And I will put that back up here. This calculator is available for everyone to use. Right, Scam Chan? I would too. And I will put the link in the video description. I forgot to put it in there when I was making this because it was just like really quick decision. I was like, yes, doing this today. So I wanted to make sure that you guys, had access to this. And if you're a founder, I definitely want you to be able to, use it yourselves and be able to access it as well. And you can, share it with other founders. They can put in it whatever they want to, and they can like read through all of it. The definitions for everything is there. And so like, share it with other people. And if you're not comfortable using it right now, you don't have to. If you want to put in 10 different versions of, whatever, you may. 20, just one. It's up to you. It's up to you however you want to use it. But it's made for you to help you, just really be able to make, good decisions by being able to, take a look into the future, see where you are now, see where you think you will go. So that's what I had for you guys today. Oh, I highly doubt they would put this in the OES. I'd be very surprised. But anyway, I'm going to get down on the go-go because it's time for me to probably listen to more of an audiobook that I was listening to last night. One of my all-time favorite authors is Anne Rice. I do have a couple of books signed by her. I love her vampire series and her witch series. Both of those, love them so very much. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your evening, whatever time it is for you. Thank you for everybody participating in the chat. Thank you to my mods. Thank you to the lurkers and to the replay crew. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I really appreciate everyone. And to my subscribers, to my patrons, and to my channel members, thank you so very much for your support as well. And don't forget, you're beautiful and I love you. Until next time, goodbye, everyone.